This is a video on factoring the difference of two squares. Right here we have a difference of two squares because there's a subtraction sign. X squared is a perfect square. It's x times itself. And 144 is a perfect square also. It's 12 times itself. And the way that we factor these is we set up two bubbles or groupings. In the front of each of them, we're going to take the square root of the first perfect square. So we're going to take the square root of x squared, which would be x, and that's going to go in front of each of these bubbles. And then we're going to take the square root of 144, which would be 12, and put that at the end of each parenthesis or bubble. And you're always going to have a sum and a difference. So the first one should have a plus sign, the second one should have a minus sign. We could check by foiling. X times x is x squared. X times negative 12 is negative 12x. Inside would be 12 times x, positive 12x, and then outside, and then the last would be 12 times negative 12, which was negative 144. And when you have a difference of two squares, the middle terms are going to cancel out when you're doing the foiling, leaving you with just what you started with, x squared minus 144. Here's another example. If you're asked to factor 9x squared minus 25, for instance, we're going to have to set up two bubbles. This is a difference since there's a subtraction sign, and it's two squares. 9x squared is a perfect square. If we take the square root of 9x squared, that would be the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of x squared is x. So we're going to put a 3x in front of each of the bubbles or parentheses, the factors. And then we're going to take the square root of 25, which is 5, and put that at the end of each bubble or factor. And again, there's going to be a sum in one of the factors and a difference in the other. We could check this by foiling. 3x times 3x would be 9x squared. 3x times negative 15, times 3x times negative 5 is negative 15x. Inside we're going to have 5 times 3x, which is positive 15x. And then our constants, 5 times negative 5 is the last step, which is negative 25. Again, you see the cancellation of the middle terms, leaving you with just 9x squared minus 25, which was your original binomial that was a difference of two squares.